Hello, welcome back to 100 Days of Manifestation, and it is day number 91. And this is take two. I've just had another video that completely died in the middle of what we were doing. So, hey, let's start again and see if we can get it better this time. All right, so I had a great coaching call today, and I wanted to just reflect on what we were talking about in the call. And I see people doing this all the time. And I think this is one of the most common mistakes that so many of us make when we're on the business, development journey, when we're on the money manifestation journey, when we're changing our relationship with money. And that is the when we're searching for the solution outside of ourselves. So can you relate to this? Do you ever find yourself looking for the right book, looking for the right account on Instagram, looking for the right teacher, the right coach, trying desperately to find the right system? If it's a money thing as well, maybe you're trying different pieces of software. I was actually talking about this on one of our group calls recently about my journey with money tracking, trying different pieces of software, trying different spreadsheet solutions, trying different paper-based solutions. Do you ever find yourself looking all the time and finding it's still not working? And quite often what this is coming down to is that we're looking for something to fix what is going on in our lives and in our money situation and in our business situation. And if you notice yourself doing this, I want you to ask yourself the question, am I noticing where it is working? Am I noticing where there is positive change? Am I noticing all the subtle changes that come before you see the end result manifestation, i.e., maybe that's clients booked into your calendar. Maybe that's people enrolled on your group coaching or your course that you're selling. Maybe that is the money in the bank. So whatever is the end result manifestation, are you noticing all the little changes that are coming up before that? And if you're not, perhaps it's time to start paying attention to that, because what tends to happen is we get hyper-focused on finding a solution quite often. This is really normal. This is part of like the evolution of, how we have evolved as humans. We have always been problem solvers. We're looking for all the danger zones that are out there in the world that could affect us in terms of our safety as human beings. So when it comes to the money manifestation journey, when it comes to the business development journey, our brain is going to be automatically looking for all the ways in which there's a problem, in which there's a potential thing going wrong. And we need to fix that in order to make sure that things go right. Can you relate to this at all? Let me know in the comments if any of this is resonating for you, if you've ever noticed yourself desperately searching for a solution and actually not recognizing where there's something that is actually changing. Because when we're doing that, maybe we've actually started to implement a new system. So maybe we're doing some new meditation. Maybe we're taking aligned action in a slightly different way. Maybe we're going to a networking group and, starting to meet some different people. And if you are waiting to see the end result manifestation, i.e. the clients or the money, maybe you're not noticing that, you've had maybe a couple more messages come through from people who are interested in your work. Maybe you haven't noticed that someone else who is in a similar industry to you, perhaps you've had a couple of messages about people wanting to collaborate or people wanting to, come and be on your podcast or to be a podcast guest somewhere else. Or do you see what I mean? Like these subtle ways that can indicate actually that the energy is shifting around this, that things actually are changing. And are you paying attention to that? Because when you focus on the fact that it's not there, that what you are wanting to manifest is not here yet, and you're seeing the absence of it and the gap between where you are now and where you want to get to, there's a lot of scarcity mindset going on there, and the vibration lowers. And of course, as we know with manifestation, when your vibration lowers, you are manifesting a match for that, right? It's a vibrational match. So what we need to do in that instance then is actually start looking at what is working. This is what's working. I'm seeing a comment come in. Many of us have to create internal abundance before we see it externally. Yes, absolutely. That is it. We want to be in creating that internal abundance. And this is what we're doing with manifestation, right? We're programming our brains to actually get aligned and get used to actually operating at that level. I see the abundance. I feel the abundance. I might not see it in the physical realm yet, but it is there. I know it's there in the vortex. Yes. So when we're looking outside of ourselves, we are totally missing it 100%. That is it in a nutshell. So we want to be actually looking for all the ways in which it is working, that abundance is present. Yeah, I couldn't believe I was successfully in my business when I only use money as a metric. That's 100% true. Yes, absolutely. So we might want to see money in the bank account as the end result, but we can't be looking at that as our metric. That is like a nice aside. It's like, oh, that's a side benefit, because everything that you're doing in your business that creates the money beforehand, that is what we really need to focus on. And then the money comes afterwards. It's all that value that you put out there. It's the amazing shifts and impacts that you make in the world. And that is where you get rewarded with that abundance, right? The value that you're putting out there. This is my first time in a live in real time blog. Oh, fantastic. It's great to see you here. So good. Absolutely. And I love that, these are such good comments. It is so true. You really, really need to believe in this success, and you need to see what is working before it actually comes. And I like to call this like creating a celebration culture. We really need to create this celebration culture before you even see the end result. We need to be actually seeing what's working. And I like to really notice those patterns. It's the messages that you're getting from people. It's the engagement that you're getting from people. It's the emails that you get. Maybe even things like, I'm getting more parking spots. I'm getting more green lights. Life is just happening so much easier. It's like it just happens so much easier. And that is a sign that the energy is shifting. It's shifting in a very profound way, and money will be a result that comes in the future, but you need to stay in it at that point and keep on going and keep on noticing and giving thanks and giving that gratitude and stay in that high vibrational place. So I wanted to share that with you today. If you're making that mistake, if you're looking for all the ways in which, you've got to fix something externally, there's something wrong, it's not working, just notice that mindset. It's not working and how that's not serving you. My cat, if you can see her, she's also getting down with this message as well. She's come to share in this vibe. So, my cat's also into it as well. Anyway, so I hope that's been helpful for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you catch the replay, let me know, does this come up for you? How does this show up for you? What do you find helps you in this situation? How do you pivot out of a it's not working vibration into a, actually I'm seeing how all the ways in which this helps, all the ways in which this is working, staying in that vibration. Let me know what works for you. For me, it's literally just noticing all of those things, staying in that gratitude, noticing and appreciating and keeping on going. How can I create more of that? How can I create more of that? Yeah, absolutely. So sharing the video, absolutely. I'm going to change the controls on this video once we've ended this live, and I'll be really happy to do that. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you to all the replay people. I just want to let you know as well, the Manifestation Coach podcast, which has been in the making for the longest time, it's now live. I've only released 2 episodes so far. I'm going to be releasing more. My plan is to release 2 a week for about the first 4 weeks. So for the first 8 episodes, and then I'm going to be doing more of them on a weekly basis over time. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to be sharing more about that in the group, but I'm really excited that, the podcast is finally here and it's finally landed. So yeah, and yes, exactly. We have so many amazing guests, and I'm going to be lining up all of the amazing recordings that we have got so far. And I'm having to guess here because I'm on StreamYard and I'm just seeing Facebook user coming up. But I'm thinking, is this Jamie Berman that I'm talking to? I think it's Jamie Berman because we've done an amazing live and she is coming on next month. So it's really annoying how StreamYard doesn't actually show me the name of the people who are commenting, but I'm really looking forward to that being released and the other amazing people that we've spoken to so far as well. So Fantastic. It's Maureen. Hello, Maureen. Yes, you are coming on next month. So we haven't recorded that session yet. So, Maureen, I'm really looking forward to hearing your story as well. You've got, yeah, I remember you telling me on DMs, what you've been doing, and it sounds amazing. And I can't wait to share that with this community as well. Wonderful. So, thank you for being here tonight. I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to hearing how you get along with shifting your vibration into the positive and finding all the ways that it is working for you. Have a great evening, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.